Good morning, guys. Before we start our lesson, we're going to look at Investigation 9, Performing Probability Experiments. There are just a few topics that I want to go over because you will encounter some of these terms in later lessons. So back in Lesson 57, we used the word probability to describe how likely it is that a given event occurs in an experiment. Probabilities are going to be fractions. So if we repeat an experiment over and over, we can use probability to predict the number of times an event will occur. So if we have a dice or a number cube, a typical dot cube here, it's going to have 6 faces marked with dots representing the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if we want to look at an experiment here, let's say as an experiment we can roll a dot cube and record the upturned face as an outcome. So if I have my dice here and I know that there are 6 possible outcomes, because the 6 possible outcomes are equally likely, each outcome must have the same probability. The probabilities of all the outcomes must add up to 1. So that means each outcome has a probability of 1 over 6. So we know that there are 6 sides to this dice, right? So that's a total. And because the 6 possible outcomes are equally likely, I have a 1 in 6 chance of rolling a 1. And because each outcome is equally likely, that means I'm going to have a 6 as my denominator, 1 over 6, and the total of possible outcomes must add up to 1. So if I have 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, and I added those all together, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. Keep your denominator the same, and that is 1. Okay? So we can add probabilities in order to determine the likelihood of one of a certain collection of outcomes. For example, the probability that the upturned face will be an even number, so if I roll the dice and the probability that I will roll an even number is the sum of the probabilities of rolling a 2, 4, or a 6. So that looks like this. 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Denominator 6, that's 1/2.